For centuries, humanity has pondered a seemingly simple yet profoundly philosophical question: what do we live for? This question is not just a personal reflection, it is a thread that weaves through generations, recorded in ancient texts, etched in memories passed down by those who came before us. In today's episode, we will share two stories, seemingly ordinary, yet rich with meaning. Two lives, two choices, two ways of being, and perhaps, two reflections of the same timeless answer. What is the true purpose of life? And within these old tales, might you discover a part of the answer you've been searching for all along? Listen closely to the following stories, not just with your mind, but with your heart, and perhaps you'll uncover your own answer, in your own way. Story 1, The Man Who Died on the Street and the Lesson of Life. Under the scorching midday sun, on a busy street where footsteps never seemed to stop, a man collapsed. No one noticed. No one paused. By the time the evening light stretched across the pavement, people realized he had passed away. Silently. Alone. Without a soul by his side. He was poor. No family, no friends. His only possessions, a worn-out bag with a few ragged clothes, and an old, faded photograph of him and his mother. The news of his death reached his village. His mother, a frail old woman with a bent back, struggled to travel into the city to see her son one last time. She did not weep loudly. She just sat beside him, her hollow eyes dry and lifeless, as if her tears had long been spent on a life full of pain and loss. A young novice monk from a nearby temple, witnessing death up close for the first time, was shaken. After the simple funeral, he turned to the monk master and asked, "Master, why do people live, if in the end, all that's left is loneliness and tears?" The monk smiled gently, his eyes gazing into the crimson sky. "My child, we do not live to escape pain. Nor do we live solely for happiness, or to run from sorrow and anger. We live to feel, all of it. Joy, sadness, love, pain, anger, loneliness, compassion. These emotions are the very proof that we are alive. That our hearts still beat. That we are truly present in this world." The novice monk lowered his head, silent and reflective. The master continued. "We often think that living means chasing something grand. Success, wealth, reputation. Or at least, a peaceful ending. But true life is found in the quiet, simple moments. A glance. A sigh. A tear. An embrace. Or simply, the act of being present. A profound lesson handed down. The question, what is life for? Is not meant to be answered once and for all. It is meant to awaken us. To live each moment fully and deeply. Because life is not about the destination, but about how we move through every step along the way. Whether joyful or painful, every moment is precious. To feel, is already a miracle. Balance Scale Story 2, Official Trin Ton, A Life for the People. Trin Ton was a righteous official who lived during a time of turmoil, when morals were decaying and the people were suffering. Yet, in the midst of chaos, he held firm to an unshakable belief. The people are the foundation. If an official does not serve the people, then their life is wasted. A life of integrity and compassion. He was not only known for being upright and incorruptible, but also deeply empathetic to the pain of the common people. In every judgment and decision, he prioritized the well-being of those he served. He ruled with fairness and justice, but for those who repented for their wrongdoings, he quietly offered them a second chance. He didn't preach grand words or offer hollow gestures. Instead, he taught by living example, showing compassion through his every act. He once said, "Kindness doesn't need to be recognized. As long as it is planted in the right place, it will bloom at the right time." Broken heart and noble death on the front line, his final affirmation. When a deadly plague broke out, causing panic and despair, many officials distanced themselves. But Trin Tan stood firm. He personally entered infected areas, bringing medicine, food, and words of comfort. Day and night, he worked alongside physicians to care for the sick, never once thinking of his own safety. Then, on a cold winter night, he collapsed from exhaustion, while helping to carry a victim's body away from the outbreak zone. The people mourned him with tears. There were no trumpets, no royal edicts. Yet his passing spoke louder than any proclamation. To live is to serve. To make each day meaningful by creating something better for others. Graduation capped the lesson he left behind. Whether as an official or simply a human being, the most important thing is a compassionate heart. Service is not a foolish sacrifice, but the noblest path to a life of true meaning. Death is not the end, if one's life has illuminated the path for others.